Welcome to Ladies Who Question. Lisa here and Holly's here. Hi.
Hello.
I want to talk quickly about something that I did. I've done it before, but I'm embarrassed. Oh, please, God, tell me that any of you, or you, Holly, have done this. Okay. I went to go, like, where's my phone? Where's my phone? Like, I'm like, what? I'm frantically looking for it. Like, or thinking about looking for it. Like, where could this be? And I'm sort of looking in the room. Mm-hmm. Guess where it was?
In your hand.
Yes. And I was using it. Yeah. And I went, oh, wait, what? I was like in the middle of using it and I'm going, well, where did my phone go? Where did I? And I had been looking something up and all of a sudden I was like, and the only thing I can think of is it's become such an extension, of who I am or who we are, mm-hmm. That it's kind of like your glasses when they're on top of your head.
Yep.
Although this seems worse. Right? I mean, I'm using my phone. It's in my hands and I'm saying, where'd that phone go? Please tell me this is...
That's happened to me, but not while I was using it.
Okay, see,
but it was just in my hand, and I'm like, "Where's my phone? Where's my phone?" And it's in my hand, or it's been in my back pocket, and I have somebody call, and I'm like, "Oh my God, I'm so embarrassed that I did not want to tell anybody."
Well, I have no shame. Obviously, I've told a few different stories about my different, very human foibles, and some of them are sort of disturbing. This one really, I was like, "Oh my gosh."
But I think that it's like what you said. It's an extension of yourself. It's like part of your body,
which is almost sickening.
So it's not like we're absent-minded. It's just how we live now with our phone.
Yeah, see, and that's what makes me really scared about AI, which I have a couple of things about AI.
I do too.
Yeah, that I want to talk about.
Okay.
I mean, nothing really in depth, but just a few things I want to mention. Okay. First thing, though, we got to talk about Bears.
Yay.
4 in a row.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I don't want to get too excited.
No, don't get too excited. Okay. It's Heartbreak City. Don't. Right. That's like thinking the Cubs are going to go all the way. Okay.
Right.
So don't.
Right.
So they play at Baltimore Ravens, I think, next week.
Okay.
So it's a away game and anything can happen. But I was happy to see that happened. 26-14, I think was the final score.
Right. I was too. And I thought the last couple games they got really lucky on some unusual plays
last minute
in the last seconds of the game. So I thought, they kind of won by accident. They weren't really. And then this game, they played pretty strong.
Yes. Well, the defense was really strong.
Oh, was it?
And
I didn't really watch. I was in and out.
Well, I was, I had the usual crew over to watch it with me, and we always get distracted. I mean,
talk.
Oh yeah, it's just like, is there a game on?
Yeah, exactly. I'd love to have be a fly on the wall and watch your group.
Oh, it would be a reality show unto itself.
Well, there you go. I think you've got something.
Yeah, because it's like a bunch of women, and then there's the one husband. Because the one guy who he moved away. But so now this guy, and sometimes when he can't take it anymore, he just sort of dissolves into his computer and starts doing something else. Even though he wants to watch the game, he probably mentally has to just go away. Like, oh my God, listen to this clucking.
When they're not doing well and you see things at the beginning of the game are great and then they just fall apart.
Yeah. And then we just start devolving into our talking.
Right.
And then what happened? And then all of a sudden we're reabsorbed into the game. And anyway, it was just kooky, but we were happy.
But
they won. So
I know.
That was good.
That was good.
Okay. So a couple things that I already referred to as AI. We already said we were going to probably talk about a couple different things, right? Mm-hmm. This is something, oh my gosh. And I just saw this the other day and it ticks me off that it was late at night and then I closed, it was on LinkedIn. It was from somebody I know from broadcasting.
Okay.
One of my LinkedIn connections. And I just went, oh my. And for the life of me, because it was late and I was tired, I can't remember who it was to look it up.
Okay.
This is about, and this hits close to home because my background is in radio and TV broadcasting. This is AI DJs. So a radio station that is AI.
Oh my God.
And I didn't get into it enough, or I don't remember enough because it was so late. If the music was also AI generated, which sounds hollow, and I didn't even know there was that much AI music yet.
The music that was playing was AI, not like a regular band that we know from the radio.
Yeah, I think the one song I listened to, it was soulless, but I think you and I listened to some music once that was AI, and it fell flat. We were both not moved, let's just say, not fans. But this bothered me because it's AI DJs.
That bothers me.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And I gotta say, this woman, she was good. She
sounded like she had a personality or not, and not robotic.
She didn't sound robotic at all.
Oh,
she sounded.
God, damn it.
I mean, for me, because I'm listening with a critical ear, because that was my biz.
Right.
I was not moved by her emoting. I didn't feel there was another dimension to it, but I also didn't. I mean, I knew it was AI, so if I could hear something and not know, is it or isn't it? Remember, is it live or is it Memorex?
Right.
Remember that?
Yes.
Yeah. So same sort of acid test there, but it really bothered me, and I thought, oh, great. So now AI DJs. So there's one more industry. Well, here's my voiceover industry that I do. That's starting to be
AI.
Yeah. And they're using AI for voiceovers. So there goes some of my jobs and my brethren in voiceover. And that's upsetting. Now, DJs, which I'm not going to ever probably go back to being a DJ, obviously. But still.
You like the human factor that you're listening to a person because they have their own opinion. And then when they have people call in.
Well, AI can probably respond. I mean, you deal with it more than I do with chatbots or things like that, don't you?
Yeah, a little bit.
See, and they probably respond to you as if they are human.
Yeah. But
so
it just, oh man.
I know.
I mean, the first thing I thought of was jobs. Another whole, like you said, another whole industry.
Another whole industry.
Wow.
And OpenAI, which was one of the first, that came out, 2 years ago, I think, is according to what I was looking at, that came out. OpenAI was just 2020 or 2022, I think. Anyway, it's prepping to launch an app, a standalone app.
Okay.
For video, which will be kind of like TikTok. So it'll be all AI
fake
generated
on TikTok.
Mm-hmm. All the content.
Oh my gosh.
All the content will be AI generated.
Ew.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay, let me ask this. So people make a lot of money on TikTok. So the people that make the person to go on an AI generated TikTok, will they make revenue if it's no?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I would hope that they would, because it's at least
they're going to create somebody and their storylines or whatever.
Well, all they'll create is the storyline and who the characters, I guess. So at least they'll use their brains for that, right?
I guess. Right? Yeah. Whose brain?
Their own brain.
Oh, okay.
To at least input the information. This is the scenario that I want.
Into the fake person brain.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean.
Oh, my Lord.
Just think.
So Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, whatever is social media could potentially be all AI.
Take a hit. Well, this is OpenAI, but no, it's a standalone app.
So it's a standalone app. So it's not going to be through those vehicles, but they're going to have their own vehicle to launch through OpenAI to compete with
TikTok.
Yes.
Where real people create things.
Yeah, and so many good things come out of that.
Yeah. I mean, I've never subscribed to it because of the Chinese connection, but I do know that...
Or Reels. I look at Reels.
Oh, and it's to the point now, though, where I have to tell you, I mean, I have to say, I get sent stuff or I see stuff, and unless it's an obvious thing, the one that I do like is those dogs being podcasters, which crack the crap out of me. It just crack me up.
Yeah.
And dogs aren't sitting in front of microphones talking in human voices. Mm-hmm. So I can accept that because it's silly and it's funny. It's like just watching animation, like a Disney movie or something where the animals talk.
Yeah.
Or Mr. Ed, who I still have a crush on.
Oh, I know.
I don't know. It just really bothers me. I can't. I see this other stuff and I think, like someone sent me this dog or animal rescue thing. It was animals rescuing babies from, imminent danger or death. And then someone said, well, this is AI. It showed it in the first, and I just went, it just ruined the whole thing for me. I remember thinking, boy, this is a pretty incredible collection of dogs saving babies.
Right.
And so there was that question mark in my head going, really? They must have scoured the internet for these, but you never know.
Right.
And then when I saw that, I just ruined the whole goddamn thing for me. I was really bummed.
Yeah,
I really was.
I get bummed when I find out I've been duped with AI. Mm-hmm. I think there should be a warning right at the top.
Yep.
That says this is AI generated versus you look at the story and then you see, oh, in the left-hand corner, AI.
That's right.
And then you get the wind out, the wind is sucked out of you. A sucker punch.
But is it in the upper left-hand corner? Because I don't see that all the time.
I see a little bit, yeah.
And so what does it say? AI?
It'll say AI. Mm-hmm. It's kind of very small, and I think it'll be super misleading for kids that are on it, and they're going to think things are real and they're not, or maybe they'll understand AI way better than us old folks.
Well, it could go either way.
Yeah.
At this point, I don't even want to hazard a guess because it's just all seems so out of control.
Oh,
I don't know what to believe anymore, so I tend to not believe a thing, Mm-hmm. I'm going to go check 1984 out of the library because it's time for a reread. Anyway, did you ever read that book?
No.
Okay. It's
good one.
Monumental.
1984?
It's called 1984, yeah.
Okay.
It's monumental.
Was it written in 1984 or was it like written way before thinking 1984 is going to be all wackadoodle out there?
Let me look that up right now.
One of those in the future predictions.
Yeah, right.
And you read it and go, there's no way this is going to happen. And it happens.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I mean, between 1946 and 1948, that's when it was written. Yeah. I mean, you've probably heard of the author, though. George Orwell's 1984? No? Okay. No. Anyway, it's a major book. And I read it in school. So, and we had major discussions about it. I mean, it's one of those kinds of books. It just, when you think about it, late 2022 is when OpenAI ChatGPT launched.
Okay.
And it's only
3 years.
Yeah. 3 years. 3 years ago.
3 years.
And we were talking about it, weren't we?
We were. But we knew nothing about it and we couldn't really visualize it at that point. But now that we see everything that it's gotten into, everything possible.
Just as horrifying as it appeared.
Exactly.
Actually worse. And then came Meta.o, Google.o, MSFT.o.
What's MSFT?
It was the Microsoft one for there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, 77% of the people surveyed are worried about AI and politics. And they should be. They absolutely should be. We should all be. How it interferes with the validity of whatever you see or hear, because it can be all such BS. I found that study and I thought I wrote down where I did. I think it was New York Times. Anyway, so that was the kind of what I want to talk about AI. Did you?
I have funny stories about AI.
Good. Let's lighten it up.
Which you'll have an opinion on. They're kind of invention-like things. Okay.
Well, that could be fun and useful.
Well, you'll see. I mean, I can't decide exactly.
Oh boy.
Okay, where is it?
I'm bristling with anticipation. Or as they say in Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Right.
Bristling with anticipation.
Oh.
You saw that, right?
No.
Oh, you didn't see that? No? Oh, okay.
I mean, yeah.
Well, it's a season, so.
Yeah. Okay, so this is drones that are apple pickers.
Apple picking drones. Oh.
So I don't know if that's good or bad. So
no, it takes away another job.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Picking your apples? I don't want some suction cup drone picking.
Yeah, that's what it is.
That's what it looks like. It's a suction cup attached to a drone, and it's picking the apples.
And then they go into this machine.
They go into what machine?
Let's see. There's a...
Well,
they dump them into something that's sorted.
That's already being used, though.
Yeah,
I've seen that, but humans do that. They'll pick the apples, and it sorts them like small, medium, large. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. Then the other thing,
just like eggs,
is odd, but I laughed
when you can't get a real horse.
So they have these AI horses, and some of them are with like a motorcycle handle, and
that looks like a park carnival ride or something like that. But yet, now this could be AI and it's not real. I mean, they're making it AI. Like they don't really have this already, but they're saying,
well, it's it's an e-horse, an electric horse.
They're making a horse like that gallop. Now is that?
Yeah.
See, and this is where we get tripped up.
I don't know because it doesn't say AI at all.
That's what I'm saying. But have you See, and that's where we can't tell.
It does look kind of like fake in the pictures.
And the people, I mean, they're making people look very real now, doing
it could be
God
AI
knows what.
people. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, this is kind of what I'm harking back to.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
What is real, what is not. And that's the most disturbing part, because you don't even see something in the far upper left corner, do you?
No, there's nothing that says it's AI.
Well, nothing said it on my...
People go, I want one of those horses.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I'm sure it'll be truly invented, but I mean, I'm laughing, but
yeah,
the experience, you've ridden horses before, right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
The experience of being on a horse is... I don't want to use the word surreal because
like
it's
therapeutic
better.
Also.
Well, yeah, hippotherapy, which is a very real therapy for a lot of people with emotional, physical issues, and it's just someone who's sad.
Right, equestrian connection, right here
in Lake Forest, Illinois,
and they take small children all the way up to senior citizens.
And a lot of autistic people have really found a connection.
Right.
And children with all kinds of disabilities, people, I mean, anybody.
Right.
A lot of Navy vets, from
PTSD.
the area. Yep. Because the horses are so, enigmatic.
They kind of sense the person needs help in some way.
Do I want to get on the back of a horse that there's a seat built into?
Robotic horse?
Hell no.
Yeah.
I do not. And I will not. So,
good.
But it's interesting. Thank you for finding it. Just so I can rail against it.
When I saw it, I go, is this real or fake? And I couldn't. And then we're going to be living in this fake world because the people are robotic humanoids. Could you imagine a zoo that's full of AI animals? I bet that's going to happen. Why?
I don't know.
And why? What's the point?
Right?
What do you learn?
Because the poachers have killed all the other animals, and we can't, put them in a zoo, which is zoo, mixed feelings there.
Right.
But still.
Or just, I don't know. Why do we need all this artificial stuff?
We don't.
Yeah.
We don't need it. It's just somebody who wants to do something.
Right.
Anyway, did you have one other AI thing, or are we off that? So we're off that.
Done with AI.
Okay. We try to look at it in a positive way, but it always rears its ugly head as something inherently evil.
Exactly. I totally agree.
I mean, the only useful application so far that we've been able to unearth and discuss, at least on our podcast, are the medical. The double checking
advancements. Yeah. Yes.
And that does seem...
And the robotic surgeries.
Well, that's, under that same umbrella. But yes, I agree. I agree. Maybe they have a steadier hand. I don't know. But anyhow, what was the other thing I had? Oh, yeah. One more thing to think about.
Okay.
A United Airlines, this is just a brief snippet. An officer, an airline pilot, he said that he ran into space debris at 36,000 feet, which is, I think, the highest altitude for cruising. Space debris hit the plane.
What is space debris?
It's stuff from metal and debris that's flying around, like could be pieces of space junk.
Okay, like stuff that we polluted that wound up there. Okay, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah. It could be a meteor too, or meteorite, or meteor.
So now we polluted the atmosphere.
Yeah.
And oh my gosh.
That's been a topic of discussion for, I think, about the last
heard of that.
30 years. And talking about how we're polluting even the upper atmosphere with our space junk.
God.
I know. So
how do we clean that up?
I don't know.
Oh, we're probably going to spend like $80 bazillion on a study for it.
Yeah. Oh, no.
We really
probably
don't know how to do it.
Probably not anymore. It'll just keep getting polluted and nobody will care. But I don't care. I'll be dead. Well, I just can't worry about everybody else going forward. I just can't, because otherwise I'm going to blow my freaking brains out.
Right. Well, my only concern is, what if it goes through like 36,000 feet, it could come down and land on us. Right?
Well, I mean, eventually, sure, it could. But what he was concerned about was that it hit the plane.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Which,
I get it.
That's alarming.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's enough that they have to deal with climate change and these thunderclouds and all this crazy, goofy weather with the downdrafts and everything else.
And now it's like, watch out. Here comes a piece of metal.
I'm thinking this next thing that I want to talk about might be good.
Okay.
This might be good news.
Okay, happy news.
Okay, this is definitely a New York Times poll for sure.
Okay.
Drinking in the U.S. You've probably heard this study. I'm thinking drops to a new low.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I've been hearing that it's dropping.
Yeah. And only 54% of Americans say they now drink, according to this poll that came out in August. Personally, I don't understand that because I've never drank more than I have in 2025. This is a new high for me. And I usually hardly ever used to drink. From 1997 to 2023, according to other New York Times polls, 60% said they still drank, imbibed. 2024, down to 58%. In 2025, 54%. And they're attributing a lot of this, though, to young people not drinking as much. And also a lot of people using weed and mushrooms.
That's what I was going to ask.
Yeah. So I'm thinking, this whole like a California sober kind of thing. I don't drink, but, I get high every night.
Exactly.
So whatever, I guess pick your poison. But I just thought, well, maybe that's good that we're not drinking
I think it's
much.
good.
I don't know.
I mean, drinking, I was reading something about cancer and they said to avoid two things, drinking and processed foods.
Yeah.
If you have to cut two things out of your diet to help you not get cancer, whatever, it was those two things. Okay. And that makes sense.
It does make sense, but I'm not, now that I have a newfound love for alcohol, or I should say,
you flipped it over.
I did. I've never felt the need to drink this much until this year, and I have no apologies to anyone for that. I guess it's good, and I'd find it much easier to get rid of of processed food. You know that, I mean,
yeah, it's pretty easy,
except for maybe potato chips, but they're not very processed.
No, and you can buy some that are way healthier.
Yeah,
based on like avocado oil and so forth, like those kinds of ingredients.
I just won't have like Cheetos or Fritos or stuff like that, which I love.
Cheetos are really bad.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Not have that.
Right.
Which I like those crispy ones, but I won't eat those. Like those hot ones. Oh, they're so good. Or what's the other thing I said? Fritos. If I can have potato chips and popcorn. Popcorn is not processed at all.
I don't think it is.
Well, no, it's a kernel.
Okay.
So how can it be processed?
Good. I love popcorn.
Yeah, I mean, literally, you can grow your own popping corn,
right?
Take it off the cob and pop it. So sounds like minimal processing to me.
Right. Straight from the garden onto the stove.
Right. What else do you have?
Let's see. I have some small stories here. Well, I have a really cute dog story.
Oh, good.
That you're going to love. When I saw this story, I go,
should we save that for last?
Okay.
Okay, because if you have one more.
Because that's a happy one.
And then we'll save the doggy story.
Okay. In Japan, dogs are starting to live till 20.
All dogs?
No. But
they only have small dogs in Japan.
Dogs live till 20. Average, I mean, they do. That's starting to be an average age. Wow. And in the U.S., they live till 12 as average age. Now, it has all to do with diet.
Oh,
I just saw a YouTube video on this. Well, actually, my daughter goes, Mom, you should report on that that dogs in Japan live so long. And she goes, you'll see it. It's trending right now.
Okay.
I go, okay. So I looked it up and there's a lot of articles.
Yeah.
And basically, there's certain food that they feel they give their dogs that make them healthier. For sure, no kibbles, absolutely not. Ninchka. Blueberries, frozen blueberries, put some of those in their food. Eggs, sardines, and veggies. A pinch of spirulina.
Oh, seaweed. Seaweed.
Okay, in their food. And those were some ingredients that they highly suggested to making your dogs live longer.
Those are the same things they tell us to eat.
Yeah, exactly.
The dietitians and nutritionists.
I know, blueberries.
Yeah.
And I do
I mean, all those things.
Right. If your dog has bad breath, yellow teeth, and red gums, that means they eat way too much processed food.
Yeah, like kibble or something.
Probably.
Yeah. And some of my dog parents, they have this little dog toothbrush that you put over your finger. Have you seen that?
Oh, no. I know Chelsea has a dog brush, but I think it's a regular brush.
Well, it could be.
This sounds easier.
Well, this is easier, and I think it maybe fools the dog a little bit more because you put
Peanut
meat.
butter?
Well, no, no, like meat flavored toothpaste on the little brush on your finger.
How smart is
and
that?
then you just sort of use your finger in there to brush their teeth. And they're like, ooh,
Well, that's pretty cool.
meat flavored toothpaste. I'm all over that. And they will, if their owner has been obviously doing it, because they're not going to give it to me to say, oh, would you start teaching my dog?
Right.
I mean, they've been doing this with their dog. And the dog is open to it. The dog is completely amenable. Like, sure.
Yeah.
This
Here
is
she comes
treat
with that.
time.
Yeah.
And so that's a good way to keep their gums and teeth healthy too. But that makes perfect sense what they're talking about in Japan, because the Japanese have a much healthier
Yes,
nutritional.
their longevity average in living is quite a bit longer than most countries. And I think it's because of the fish, processed food.
Unprocessed food.
Unprocessed
Yeah.
food.
And the seaweed. They eat a lot of seaweed,
Right.
which is the spirulina. Yeah. I mean, there are people in Okinawa, which I think is an island off Japan, and they are the longest living human beings.
Right.
Crazy, right?
Right. Like 100.
Yeah.
A lot of them live to 100, which is not, for them, it's like, oh yeah, they're 100. We're like, oh.
But I love that.
Oh, I know. Pumpkin, spirulina, cranberries.
Cranberries, they're so bitter.
It's like a
Chlorophyll?
Yeah,
but
it's chlorella.
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 Yeah,
yes.
but I don't know, how do they administer that? Or because you could turn it into a powder and maybe stir it in something, like maybe into the pumpkin.
Mix it in.
I used to give Harvey pumpkin all the time.
Yeah, pumpkin's a good one, and probiotics. So there's like a recipe that you can make. But yeah, those are kind of things for humans too.
I would totally do that.
And there was a vet from Japan that was giving a little lecture on it.
Wow.
But I have to end. Okay, my last story is also a dog story. So do you want to?
No, that's what I said. Let's end with the nice
Okay.
dog story.
Okay, so Diane Keaton, she had a golden retriever, and she was a very big animal person. You probably know that.
Yeah.
And it's okay. The caption of the article was, I think it was People Magazine, or it says Parade something.
Well, Parade Magazine, yeah.
Yeah. It says this is the caption which got me to read the article. She's left a huge chunk of her estate to her dog. And then
for the care. Yeah, probably.
It wasn't a huge amount, but it still was a lot. So I wanted to read the article.
How much did it say?
Well, her estate was valued, supposedly, according to this article, at $100 million. That probably makes sense because she was in a lot of movies and so forth.
And all of her house flipping.
Right. And she's leaving $5 million to her dog.
Well, because I get that.
Mm-hmm.
Because her dog, how old was her dog? Does it say? It's a golden retriever, and they don't live that long.
I know they don't. I was thinking, why doesn't her kids just take care of the dog?
Well, no, this is probably for the care. Like, what if this dog needs a lot of
operation, or maybe the kids are traveling, and I'm sure they want everything to be first class, buttoned up.
Care.
Yes, exactly. And it was like a big part of her will, how much she loved her dog and how much she wanted to make sure the care would be maintained through his or her life.
Wow.
And I thought that was cute.
I think it's delightful, and it's actually extremely appropriate.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you're going to bring an animal into your life, just as you would a child,
right?
You want to make sure that your doggy or cat or whatever, potbelly pig, whatever it is taken care of. I mean, I wrote into my will what I want. I didn't have $5 million or whatever you said. I didn't have that to leave to my, whoever doggy I have, but I provided for the care for sure. I mean, you never know what's going to happen. But
right.
Anyway, wow. Good for her.
I just thought that was
I did know she
article.
was an animal lover. Yeah. I saw a picture of her dog. It was very cute.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Still a lot, she was on the cover of People this week.
Yeah. I watched Standing Hall last night.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. And then I watched with a bunch of friends Saturday night. We watched First Wives Club.
Oh, fun. That's with a bunch of gals, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We just laughed our buns off.
Good.
It was really funny.
Oh, good.
I mean, it's as funny as I remembered. It's cute and it's silly. And
it's kind of timeless.
Which one? First Wives?
Mm-hmm.
Or yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean, I don't know. You can watch it and it doesn't feel like an old movie.
Oh no, it didn't.
I mean.
And the fashion was really good.
Like was that with shoulder pads and suits and
A little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, because I noticed the 90s, because it was 1996. I think it came out, if I remember correctly, but don't count on me for that. And it, there were, the 80s were the big shoulder pads,
that's
weren't
right.
they? The 90s, it was like the overcoats were large and kind of unstructured.
Okay.
And Diane Keaton had this wonderful white wool, beautifully unstructured with a large lapel and a belted. And it just looked, I'm thinking I could never afford that coat, but I want it so bad. And it was just so beautiful. And a lot of the fashion was cool, which I think is coming around. The 90s fashion, isn't it?
I think so.
Didn't we sort of talk about that in another podcast? Yeah. Anyway, it was great. It was funny. It was cute. And it was my favorite theme, which is success is your best revenge.
That's right. We can end on that.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you for listening. We love that you took the time, and we appreciate it. And we hope that we brought you a little bit of joy, even though it started off a little bit dark, right?
Right.
But it's reality, babe.
We went up.
That's
exactly.
right. Ending on a high note.
Exactly. Tag us and send us an email or follow us on Instagram.
Share this podcast with a friend. We'd love that.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks, Harvey. Ladies Who Question is executive produced and edited by me, Lisa Dominique, and also executive produced by Holly Caulfield. Holly also does most of our research, and Claire Caulfield is in charge of technical assistance and social media. Music, My Lionheart. Sketch music by Florian Manx and Matthew Anderson. Thanks for listening. Please subscribe, follow, rate, and review Ladies Who Question on Apple Podcasts or wherever you get your podcasts. Send your thoughts to ladieswhoquestion@gmail.com. Follow us on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Threads, and our website, ladieswhoquestion.com.
All content discussed on Ladies Who Question are the opinions of Lisa Dominique and Holly Caulfield and should not be construed as advice of any kind. By listening to this podcast, you agree not to use this podcast as advice of any personal or medical issue for yourself or others. This disclaimer also applies to guests or contributors to the podcast.